Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Senga. And Sengi, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Mookie to hit. First offering. Runner goes. That one out to right. Young sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tagging from first. He's in there. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Tommy Edman.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Two on, one out. And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith. There's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runners will move up.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Hernandez getting ready to hit right through there for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
First and third, 1 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
That is 6.
Here comes Max Muncy.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Comes up empty.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Outside, and it's 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Queens, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Landon Knack.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And that's a base hit into left field.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Juan Soto now. Well struck, right field. Tattooed and gone. He circles the bases It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down a base hit.
Batting fifth,
Man at first,
left
and now
fielder,
here's Jeff McNeil. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Alonso headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys.
Double steal. That's hard hit on the line. Brings it in. Throws to second. Wide throw, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. And now the right fielder, Jared Young, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. To the right side, and that one handled on to first, and they got him.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to one inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
On the ground. Muncy sends it to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Alonso. And he takes it himself for the out. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one down the line. Beatty to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. And here comes Tommy Edman. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball inside.
And that one clips the corner. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is going to go. A shot to the opposite field. His second home run of the series. It's 4-3. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Betts takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 4-3 New York. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. Knack back to work. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Back-to-back singles. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with
the tag, and he's dead at home. Played the safety squeeze perfectly there. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Hernandez ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Scoring is Lindor. Hung up in a rundown now. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. So it's 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. We played 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Just missed.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Up and in, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. Right side. And that's just foul. Liner saved it first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can't it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Hernandez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got 1 ball,
2
1
outs,
strike.
base is empty. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Out to short. Lindor. Jump throw. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
2 outs, runner at first. And next for L.A., Max Muncy. Fastball for a strike. Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Ripped on a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The throw in.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Pajes, the next to hit. That clips the corner. Runner at second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Ball one there.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 4. Back here at Citi Field, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. On the ground to third, and foul ball.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. And this place is rocking. It's 6-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Doubled his first time. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right.
That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add on. It's 7-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound.
Now pitching for
Jared Young
Los Angeles.
will hit next.
Number
There's one thing on his
78.
mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pajes makes the grab, and there's 2 away. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor grounded out his first time up. Line drive. Corrals it, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-4. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Edman stands in here, takes ball 1 low. 1 out, base is empty, and that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
To the right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back here in Queens, here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And a base hit right there. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting.
So the
Shortstop,
lineup flips over.
Francisco
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Lindor.
That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stop. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Now here is Mark Vientos. The tag, and he's dead at home. Played the safety squeeze perfectly there. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. The tag. Got him. Triple play. Wow. So how about 3 for 1? It's a triple play and an unorthodox. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Senga back to work. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And that one fouled off.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009. And Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished. Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Vientos whips it to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Foul ball there. Smith off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's Juan Soto. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one's gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 8-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch at that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Lined into left center, base hit. So a man at first. Here's the left fielder, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. Finds its way through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And now Luis Torrens bunts it in the air. Smith puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Jared Young now at the plate. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Alonso is waved home. 1 run across, and it throws off line, safe at third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Yeah, the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Last half of inning number 5. Base hit, 1 run in already. And they put the tag on him for the out. And I think
Pitching for Los
Brett
Angeles.
Beatty getting ready to
Number
hit. He's 2
86.
for 2. Edman gets it to first. That ends the inning. So they get 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Pages on his way to third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right
Now
there, but he
batting,
didn't
left
give
fielder,
in. Put
Michael
that front foot
Conforto.
down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
He swings and fouls 1 off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ball 2. Pages stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Now batting.
Here's a
second
switch hitter,
baseman,
Tommy
Edman.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Runner at third, 2 away. Now 1 missed.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Swing and a ground ball. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. He made him pay for that one. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 11-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's the second baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And base hit.
Now batting.
And next is the designated hitter, Juan Soto. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Hernandez moving under this one, and there's one down.
Up next
And
for the
now
Mets,
Pete Alonso,
first baseman,
3 for 3,
Pete
2 singles
Alonso.
and a homer. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there are 2 outs.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. We're through 6 full. You're dialed into the show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, Freeman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now a long throw to first.
He tries to go down and away, and the plate covered completely. A laser shot.
Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And ball 1. Out to short. They get the force. That ends the frame. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Ground ball right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Man at first, nobody out. And now, Luis Torrens. And that one in the air center field. Pajes hauls it in for the out. 1 down. So a man aboard. And next for the Mets, Jared Young. That's out to center field. Pajes under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Out towards right center field. Hernandez on the move. He's there. He's got it. And that will end. Ready to begin the 8th. Now here is Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike. Senga. Still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. And that one pulled foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
On the ground, could be 2. Not in time. He's safe. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. On the ground, right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Michael Conforto will climb in. 0 for 3 in this one. That one catches the corner for a strike. Hernandez on third with 2 out. Next offering is fouled back. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back here in Queens. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. The switch hitter batting right. Drilled out towards left center field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Conforto makes the grab on the run. We go to the 9th, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. And first offering is fouled off. The other way. McNeil makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Outside low, and that is ball 1. And that is out of play. The Mets up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. In the air, right field. Young settles under this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
So last
Mookie
chance for the
Betts.
Dodgers. Now it's Mookie Betts. To third, Beatty. On to first, ball game. And the Mets take this one in a blowout.
Well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff inning after inning throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win today.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.